Remember the old days of Android? You'd buy a shiny new phone, a masterpiece of technology, and then a new software version would be announced, packed with features, security, and speed. But for you, nothing, just waiting. Months, sometimes years would go by. Your new phone was suddenly old. Why did this happen? Why were updates so painfully slow? The problem was deep inside the phone, a tangled mess. Think of it like this. The core Android operating system was completely entangled with the low-level hardware code. You couldn't update one without rebuilding the other. They were fused together. So for every single update, manufacturers had to start from the beginning. They had to rebuild the entire software package for every device they sold. For older phones, it just wasn't worth the cost, so they'd drop support entirely. This led to the rise of custom ROMs, passionate developers doing the hard work themselves. But it was complex, often buggy, and you needed a different ROM for every single phone model. This whole system was broken. Then everything changed. Google introduced Project Treble. The magic was a simple, genius idea: separation. Imagine a house. The hardware-specific code is the foundation. It's solid and rarely needs to change. The Android operating system is the furniture inside the house. Before Treble, all the furniture was bolted to the foundation. To change a chair, you had to rebuild the whole house. With Treble, a standardized interface was created between them, a clean separation. Now you can just swap out the furniture, put a whole new Android version right on top of the old foundation. Manufacturers no longer had to rebuild everything from scratch. They could just take the new Android OS and place it on their existing hardware foundation. This made updates faster, cheaper, and much, much easier. But Treble unlocked something even more magical. It paved the way for something called a generic system image, or GSI. Think of it as a universal Android OS, one single system image that can be installed on almost any phone that supports Project Treble. The universal OS talks to the unique foundation through that clean, standardized interface. For the custom ROM community, this was a revolution. No more building a unique ROM for every single device. Developers could now focus on building one great experience that works everywhere. And the impact goes beyond just hobbyists. Remember these? Phones abandoned by their manufacturers, left to become e-waste? With Treble and GSIs, these devices can be given a new life, running the latest versions of Android years after they were forgotten. This keeps perfectly good hardware out of landfills. It extends the life of our technology and reduces electronic waste. So what started as a technical solution to a frustrating problem became a powerful tool for user freedom and sustainability. It's the magic that lets you take back control of the devices you own, the freedom to update, the freedom to customize, and the freedom to keep your phone running for as long as you want. That is the legacy of Project Treble, a cleaner separation leading to a longer life for our devices. It's a perfect example of how smart design can have a massive impact. If you love deep dives into the technology that shapes our world, consider subscribing for more.